Welcome to ChefD TV, where we're in Ron's backyard. He's not a chef, he's not a meat specialist, he's not a professional barbecuer. What he is, though, is a man with passion. Passion for smoking and planking. We're going to do some planking, which I'm really excited about.
So am I.
Because I know your wife really likes salmon, so we're going to do a salmon cedar planked, but it's done in a green tea beer. So we're taking it a whole different level, which is what we like doing here on ChefD. Because I've always said to our viewers, you know, experiment, try it, you know what I mean? So we've taken an untreated piece of cedar, I've soaked it. Now you can soak it in water, but I wanted to take it up a little bit, so I soaked it in green tea beer that has a hint of lemon, so all that flavor is going to go through the cedar plank, steam our salmon, and then just finish it off with just a little bit of smoke as the bottom of the plank chars. You can do it with halibut. I love it with sea bass, and don't worry when your white fish goes a little bit of yellowish, it's just a smoke.
Okay. It's
going to take a little bit longer because it's going to take for the steam to cook the salmon. Right. So it usually takes between 20 and 25 minutes. We're going to look at it about 17 minutes in just to make sure that it's not overcooking. This is a great pair of tongs. It's like 12 inches
funny.
long.
Well, those are yours, these are mine, yeah. Right? And they're almost, and I love, and now, you know, you just have to be careful with the heat, but if you're smart, you get a much better grip on the meat fletch, and much easier to work it. In fact, you shouldn't be playing a lot with the meat anyway when it's on the barbecue. You want to, you know, the less you touch it, the better. And
exactly.
I find these guys to be the best. If you want to leave those behind when you leave today, that's fine. Okay? You never want to use lighter fluid anywhere near any of your barbecues. Okay, so a lot of people like lighter fluid, so that wrecks your barbecue. I also have an electric starter, but around the pool, you know, I don't like to have that out. So, and this is a lot more fun, actually. Yeah, okay.
This little cone is just to get the flame, and there's lots of oxygen going around it to get the flame going.
Yeah, it's called a chimney. Nothing beats the smell of the charcoal, too.
No, great.
You know, when it's just being lit. But where you move, it follows you.
I know, I know. It's funny how that works.
Just wait till I see a little fire on the top, maybe 10 minutes. Yep. And then I'll dump it in. I'll probably put a little more on top.
You said to me when we were talking about this earlier, is that you said, I don't follow the recipe anymore. This is mine. This is, you know, where I took it. And I always say that recipes are like roadmaps. And, you know, there's 4 different ways to get the end result. Tailor it to the way you like it.
It's awesome, and if I can say so myself. But I've done it a number of times, and you're right. You know, it is a bit of experimentation, and it just takes time. You know,
exactly.
And you got to, you know. So I enjoy being out here, and so I find it very therapeutic.
Here we go with our marinated flank steaks with the Ron Baugh marinade.
Look at that.
Oh, Ron, how do you tell when your barbecue's ready?
We want a hot grill for this. Sometimes, you know, some things you might not want it quite this hot. We want a good hot one. So I've let that rest for about 15-20 minutes now, and I can hold my hand out there for about count of 3. You know, that's probably in the 500 to 600 degree range right
exactly.
now.
I can feel that right now.
You can feel it in your face.
And the thing with flank steak is you don't want to serve this medium well. This is a medium rare steak.
Absolutely.
So it's going to take 7 to 9 minutes, and we're good to go. We're going to have it off and serve it on our salad. And I like how you left the space here that we have a little cooler space in the barbecue.
Yeah, if you have a flare-up clutch or something like that, you can. You've got a spot that's not quite as hot with no charcoal underneath it.
So we're going to quarter turn it.
And this is the type of barbecue where you can't go, you know, inside and have a chit chat. No. You got to stand around.
You got to watch
this one.
So now, while you watch the steaks, I'm going to take my salmon off. So Ron, you can just see that our board started. It's charred. It's got a little bit of smoke happening, and you can see on the salmon, and I want the viewers to see as well, is how a little darker orange. That's smoke. So now I leave my cedar plank on the barbecue, let it cool down. Now, some people have said to me, oh, I use it again. No, you don't want to. Okay. Because you don't want any of that food to sit there at a warm temperature because you're just going to get bacteria. As soon as it's done, the board costs you $1.99 to throw it out.
Okay, and how do you know it's done?
It's just firmed up a little bit, and it's just beautiful. Just grab it with your tongs. You know, before anybody has it, you got to try just a little piece. Here. Oh, what's that?
Very good. Tanya's going to love that.
Nice and moist, and we're going to serve it with the fruit salsa. So it's got that smokiness and then the sweet finish. What I have here is our cedar plank salmon. I'm done with a mango salsa. Nice and light, some fresh basil on it, absolutely fantastic. And then, you know, because we always have a potato salad, I want to dress it up a little bit. So it has a little bit of fresh dill in it, some caramelized onions, some bacon bits, and some corn. And then finally, we've just finished our flank steak. And what I've done here is made it with a green bean, a green bean and blueberry salad. So try some of these great recipes and write to me. I'd love to hear about your experience. Here's to great eating because you're worth it.